Hi everyone, Jason Babington here at Midnight Illusions, and we're standing in Istanbul, Turkey. It's one of the most snowy, crazy days outside. It's the middle of winter, and people here haven't seen the kind of snow that's outside. It looks like something just in our backyard in Ontario. The airport is completely shut down. Kids are out of school. They're all having fun, and we are standing in the Grand Bazaar. Now, the Grand Bazaar is an ages-old marketplace. It's all covered roofs. Covers over 66 streets in this area. It's about 2.5 square kilometers in size. There's about 3,000 stores here, and it employs about 40,000 people in this bazaar. And even though it's ages old, there's gorgeous architecture here, all sorts of exposed stonework and brick. Still, almost all the shopkeepers, when you're walking past, they're on their cell phones, messaging their friends, playing games, just like anyone else is doing back home in Ontario, in Canada. The bazaar even has its own app. You can actually download it straight off of the App Store, Google Play Store, iTunes Store, and you can find out more about the bazaar. And that got me thinking about when we're designing apps and when you guys are designing apps and how important it is to localize your app in the language that you're selling your app to. So if you have the most amazing Turkish delight recipe creation app you've ever made, you definitely want to make sure you translate it into Turkish so that your local users can enjoy it, read it, view it, understand it, play with it in their local language. The reason this is most important is because it leads to greater conversions, it leads to more people spending more time in your app, and that's what we're trying to do, is keep people in our apps as long as possible. The way you do this in your app is there's a two-part process. The first part is you want to set up your app for internationalization. This gets your app set up at the code base to be prepared to handle multiple languages. Once your app is set up for internationalization, step 2 is localization of your app. This is where you export everything from your app that's being spoken in another language. The title, the menus, the buttons, everything. You can even set up graphics in this way. You export all these assets that are going to be translated, give them to a third party, give them to your buddy who speaks Turkish or French or Polish or German, and then when they're done, you import it back into your app through the localization process again. Another awesome score about this is it really scores points with Apple and with Google to set up your app this way, because they all feel, well, the app is in multiple languages, there's going to be more downloads, we're going to give them a higher prominence on the Apple App Store, and this helps you bubble up to the top. So that's a little bit about localization for you. We spoke in the past about optimizing your app on the actual App Store listings. We did that in Quebec. You can click the link below for the previous video blog about that. And today we're talking about localization inside your app yourself. So I'm going to check out some of those lamps there because they are just fantastic. We'll probably get, a scarf, or we definitely have to pick up some Turkish delight. So I'm going to leave you guys now. But check out the Grand Bazaar app. You can check it out. We're on the App Store. Check it out.